Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Babies, for sure. She probably done aborted some of his babies, for sure. 100%. For sure. He done took that bitch. Man, we went to Dubai one year. He took that bitch to Dubai with her. Her and Brittany, her and the baby mama. Yeah. I know for sure she don't have some abortion. Yeah.
And the other one, I heard he all the way burnt out.
Oh, definitely.
Like the worst way.
The crazy part is when I became a superstar, I stopped none of them bitches when I became a superstar. I started being like, bitches, I know a bitch gonna try to trick me. I stopped none of them hoes when I became a superstar. These niggas started none of them hoes when they become a superstar. I did it the backward way, like.
Shit, that's how they get their money. I don't know. I know a lot of bitches that done aborted his kids, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Like, a lot, too.
For sure. Arabia did. That nigga nuts in Arabia, man. Tripping.
What do he be thinking? I don't understand sometimes. Like,
that can't come out of there. That shit, that handy, like, I can't come out of this motherfucker. Oh. Yeah. I'm 38, 39, all the kids grown. I'm just smack straight young shit and none of them hoes. Fuck it. Just I'm gonna play a rich shit. That shit it's really fire, but it ain't. It should be just like one or two girls like Bob Marley, you know. Bob Marley, well, he had a lot of baby mamas too, though. But he was more like a real father too, though. You know what I'm saying? Pluto got to like settle down and really just be with all the kids. People went looking at Bob Marley like, ew, you got 15 kids. You got 25 kids. I think Bob Marley got like 25 kids. People went looking at him like he was bad because he was like a real father. He was just like super there and just being a super that, being whatever the best he could be. So women, he wasn't like disgraceful to women. Women wanted to have his kids. Pluto is like, you pushing the P, bitches want to have your kids and shit too, but you still got to be like 100% locked in with the kids. You like 100% locked in with the bitches. That's the wrong way to go.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. As you can see, another hot recording from jail. A Young Thug done pretty much let float out. He had no control over the float out. He came out of the jail cell some kind of way. His recordings are just dropping. And this one's about Future. He say Future is pretty much pushing up in these girls and letting loose in these young girls. And he got so many kids. He can't compare him to Bob Marley. He say he just jumping in these girls. And I'm like, wow, man, like he really pillow talking in the jail. But now today he came out and says, hey, man, everything I said, I say to these people face. OG, you there?
Man, I'm right here, man. You know, it's just a shame that you locked up and you with your girl talking about another man, what he do with his semen.
How many kids he aborted?
Well, how many? I mean, all the stuff that you could talk to your female about, you talking about another man's sexual preference. What kind of dude are you?
I don't know what make him talk like this because he's really been just letting loose, man. And now he come out, though. He came out and now he's trying to clear it up, OG. I'm going to listen to a little bit of that. I want you to hear this. He just came out here with this here recently. Listen.
Looking at this. I'm looking at something.
Now let me say this. This is a Young Thug that's out listening to what's happening in real time today. This is what he feels. Okay.
Looking at this. I'm looking at certain shit. And it's making me feel how I'm feeling. Like, I ain't never been a nigga to pillow talk. I ain't never been a nigga to talk about nobody else in my life on the phone with nobody else. I've never been that type of nigga. These last few days, I've been sitting around like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, what I was doing?
I appreciate you saying that.
I think I was just so fucked up and I just felt like it was just over. Like, I'm just sitting in jail 24 hours on 23 and 1. I'm in a cell 23 hours. Like, at this point, I'm just like, man, I don't give a fuck. Life, it ain't what I'm thinking it is. Like, I'm just talking. At this point, I'm just talking. At this point, I'm just holding conversations with my girl. But the crazy part is, all these conversations that I had on the phone, I also had with the same niggas who I was talking about on the phones. So that's why it don't seem weird between us, me and them. Cause I done held these same conversations with Wham. I done held these same conversations with Savage. How I feel about him, how I feel about Wham, how I feel about this, how I feel about every situation. We talk like men, we brothers, we talk. They tell me how they feel about certain things. So we all align. We won, we what we is. But you gotta understand, like, my standpoint. I'm locked up. Nigga, I'm on the phone talking to my girl every day. This is the only person I'm talking to on the phone. This is the only person that I can talk to. Like, I can't even talk to my family because they just like, how they is, it ain't good for my case. They can be on the phone, they don't understand certain things. So if I be on the phone with them, they might say the wrong thing on the phone. So now I can't talk to them. Now I can't talk to Bank. I don't want the police to get on Bank. Now I can't talk to Wham. I don't want the police to get on him. I don't want the police to get on Savage. I don't want the police to get on Pluto. It's just so much shit in my mind to the point where I'm just like, I'm confining myself. I mean, not confined. I'm like trapping myself to just communicate with one person.
OG, what do you think about this? Listen at this. He says he don't know what he was thinking. He don't know why he was pillow talking. I don't know what was going. And I told everybody to their face, including Kendrick.
No,
I would have told all of them to their face, including Kendrick Lamar.
That's what he said. That's what he said. I would have told, but he didn't. He was hoping that this didn't ever come out. I can understand a man being locked up 23 and a half hours and saying some off stuff, but I can't understand a man talking to a woman about another man and how he's spreading his semen. That's I wouldn't talk like that. I'm not that kind. Yes, you are. You do exactly what you do. That's everything that's in you came out at that time. And if you was the man that you claimed you was, if he was who he said he was, when he got out, everything he confided in that woman, he should have called Kendrick. He should have called Gunner. He should have called. Why did he wait until it come out on tape? And then he tried to make an excuse for it. No, you was a coward. And you did some coward shit. Locked up, you were scared to death. And what kind of dude you thought you was hating on Future? Your girl probably went and had sex with Future. You talking about he dropping seeds and all them different women. You don't never talk about another woman having sex. That makes her want. So why would you tell? Oh, I couldn't talk to my mama, and she was the only one I could talk to. And you gave a stranger, a woman, all this information. So you talk to your girl about Kendrick. You talk to your girl about Gunner. You talk to your girl about Lil Durk. What kind of talk is that?
OG. It's sad, but it's real because he was locked up. I've been locked up. You've been locked up. I never talked to no woman about no other dude when I'm like, no, I don't even care about nobody else. I'm really trying to get you to throw something on my books or trying to get you to go do some errands from me, go run. I'm trying to send you to do something. I'm not trying to talk to you about no other dude by far.
Man, so you laying up there 23 and a half hours, so you got 1.5 hour to talk, and you talking about another man on the phone instead of having phone sex, or close as you having sex is talking about how somebody else planted his seed in another woman. That sounds kind of suspicious to me, you know.
Well, this is Young Hug we talking about. This is Young Thug we talking about.
Young Hug, you know what I'm saying? And Woody already said that him and Pee Wee Herman was going down the street checking out a transvestite. So he was doing that on the street. So I know what he was doing. 2.5 years up in that cage. So I think this is disingenuous. But the problem that I have with it is that you know that Fannie Willis put this out on you, the DA of Georgia. Why ain't you hitting her? You making all these rap records and you talking about Woody and you talking about Gunner, but you never said nothing about Fannie Willis.
But you know he got to be careful on what he say because of what they told him when he left that jail. He's still on probation now.
He's going to be on probation for the next 15 years.
Okay, so he can't just get out there and talk about Fannie. He might be already done incriminated himself with that little old song he put out last night.
One thing, he incriminated himself with the community, showing how soft he is. He's soft as cotton. You know.
Well, OG, what? So you don't think his rap career can take off from here?
It done took off straight in the toilet.
Hold on. He got more. And whoever's interviewing him, I think it may sound like Big Bank, but I don't know who it is. But they're not asking him about all these people he done talked about like I would have liked it. They supposed to say, well, if you said you'll say this in their face or you talk to him about it, when did you call and talk to him about it? Why would you talk to him? You got to ask those type of questions when you get this guy. He just talking. He ain't really being asked the questions to say, hey, what the hell did you mean and why would you do that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, here we go. Listen.
And then I might go to court and just get body slammed by the motherfucking judge, bro. And then I just got to come back to the jail. Now I'm on the phone with somebody that I love, whoever it is I'm on the phone with, and they like, man, goddamn, or goddamn, they say, this nigga right here been up pulling up on bro. This nigga pulling up. Now, of course, I'm just like, bro, I just got body slammed by the jail. I'm just feeling how I'm feeling, bro. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, I ain't even tripping on that. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And I done told all these niggas these same things.
But looking back on it, how you feel? You just said, goddamn, like, damn, you feel like you was tripping.
I feel like I was tripping, but I feel like, because I ain't never did that shit like that. I ain't never pillow talk with no girl ever in life. I ain't never in my life held no conversation with no girl about no another nigga ever until jail. And I've been trying to figure out, like, why the hell was I even doing that? And then I just had to, like, think back to when I was in jail. Because I did a long time in jail, so I know how to think right back to when I was in jail right now.
So you've been reflecting.
Hell yeah. And that's another thing I don't even want to do. That's why I don't even respect the phone call shit coming out, because all it do is make me think about when I was in jail, going through fighting for my life. All it do is make my girl think about those long ass conversations on the phone. We praying and we doing shit and hoping that I can get away from this shit and come out of it. Like, that's the weird part about this shit that's happening. Like, this shit, this shit just like a fun moment in the memes on the internet and trying to just like tarnish my existence and just my real nigga shit, my real nigga life to like just to have fun with it. But not knowing, like, but this shit traumatizing the hell. This shit goddamn make me remember when I was in jail. This shit make me remember those dark ass days and moments I had, bro.
Make you remember them dark days and dark moments you had. This trying to tarnish you said this, man.
Thank you. And see, it just kills me. This too. I ain't never. No, you said it, but you've been pillow talking before you went to jail. It just ain't came out. You didn't just come up, you was in dark days and you talking about other people's semen and you talking about, you've been pillow talking. This ain't a habit that you just come up on. This is some stuff you've been doing.
OG, you sound a little low. Look, get closer to the phone or turn it up a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, this is not anything that he's talking about. That he ain't like that. He's done it many a times before, pillow talking.
No, he say he's never done it before he went to jail, OG. Never.
He's never got caught. He's done it before.
OG, you say he lying, huh? He done did this damn pillow talk.
I'll tell you what, if Fannie Willis had never put that conversation out, do you think he would have fessed up to it?
What he said, I'd have never talked about none of these dudes. Like,
I ain't never, but when it come out, you say you ain't never done it, but you have done it.
He said, I can't believe I done it. I can't believe it.
They say a drunk speaks a sober mind. You've been feeling that way about Future's penis all along.
Damn. And so he concerned about how many abortions that the girls done had that's with him and all kind of stuff. But then he comes here today and say he would have told all of them that to their face. I know he talked about Lil Durk. He talked about Kendrick. He talked about QCP. He talked about Wham.
He ain't called none of them on the phone and said, hey, bro, what I said, I meant. I would have told them that to their face, but you didn't.
You ain't said none of this. Hold on, this is the last part. Let me listen to this. Watch this. This is what he come out with now today, saying, "Hey man, I can't believe I said this." Listen,
this shit make my girl cry. She ain't even tripping about what we saying on the phone, nigga. We said whatever I say, I can say twice. I'm a grown man. I'm a man, nigga. Whatever I say twice, and I done said it to every nigga. They know that. So I ain't tripping on that part. I'm tripping on just like the world not knowing that. I'm tripping on the world just. Oh, but look at this. Oh, hey, y'all, here go another phone call. Here go. It's just like, bro, y'all ain't understand what's going on.
Let me say this. If you knowing that you told these people and you was on the side, how would you look at that? If you was from the sideline, just listening to Slime on the phone, on the jail phone, talking to Savage, talking to your girl, just about like everything, how would you look at that? If you didn't know, like you said, you done told these same people this, how would you look at it?
It depends. If I was on the sideline and I never been in that situation, like no jail shit or fight for my life, I probably would look at it how people looking at it that ain't never been through shit.
Okay.
They probably looking at it like, man, you some bullshit. Why the hell you talking about? But if I was a nigga that had experienced certain shit, I would look at it another way.
Mm-hmm.
But, and me personally, I'm a smart man. I know how to think. So if I see somebody else going through this, I'm the type of person to be like, damn, I want to know what he think. Like, I want to hear what he was feeling. Like, why you do this? Why you said this shit on these phone calls? Why you was saying this shit on these phone calls? Because everything on the phone call came from questions being asked.
Or they just putting out your part. Who you think putting that shit out?
I don't know. I be looking at it like some of the niggas that's like mad that I'm pushing grown man business. We ain't telling on nobody. We ain't no rats. We ain't doing it. It might be people that's like, it might be stemming from that. Cause
do you think you inviting that energy though?
Yeah, 100%. Overly.
Yeah.
Overly. But
Wow. OG, so he feel like he's inviting that energy, but a lot of the stuff he's saying to me, it seems that I kind of agree with you, OG. Like he would have recanted those statements if he didn't feel like he was gonna get caught. He'd have still been pillow talking tonight. Yeah.
Sure would have.
And he probably still gonna pillow talk. And the interviewer asking him, like, what would you feel the same way if you seen them doing the same thing? Yeah, you would feel like it's weird for you to be over here talking about me, and I'm not with you, bro. I know it's people that talk about people, but sometimes we take things too far, OG. Like, I'm not worried about what no other nigga doing. I'm not when it come down to not when it come down to me. Now, see, some people can't talk about this, right? If you ain't been locked up, then you can't say, well, if I was locked up, this right. Okay, what about when you been locked up? What about when you done sat in the courtroom, just like he said in there? And what about when you didn't talk about nobody like that? What about that, OG?
What about all the people that went to court and they never said none of the stuff that he said? I
done been to court, sat in the room the same way he sat in there. I ain't go back. I wasn't thinking about nobody else's business. When I was sitting in jail or whatever, if it was for 3-4 years, I ain't worried about no other nigga.
But see, that's the whole thing. When you go in jail broke, you ain't got nothing to think about but what you think about. When you go in there rich, you still got them soft tendencies.
Yeah, well, and I hadn't, it's certain things he done I'd never done for. He done some stuff I'd never been, I had never been a part of. So he thinking from a whole different perspective than what I would.
Our girls left us at the substation.
Oh yeah, they was gone soon as we hit the sale.
You wasn't able to make no collect call. Only call I was able to make is to my mama house, and me and her had to talk about nothing. About books and school and this and that. So and so told me to tell you how. But when you're in this big establishment and you had all of these riches, and the only way you can hold your girl is through some BS conversation, that's a weak man. That's a real trick that you got to sit down and talk to your woman about another man and who didn't do for me. That's a very lame weekend. I wouldn't want to come with. I remember George Jackson said one time in his book, Blood in My Eye, but he had said it in prison. And he says, this is my 70th cigarette in this 24-hour day. Being in the hole, having succumbed, the knives and the blunt force of the police. If most of the parents knew that the things that their son went through on the main line, how much ass they kissed to get out of jail, they would shoot them at the door.
Damn. OG, I don't know, man. Like I said, listen to Young Thug and what he's done. I don't see how you how you could trust him to have a conversation with him as a friend anymore if you heard all these things he was saying behind your back. These guys, I don't think Kendrick will ever want to work with him again. If Lil Durk was some kind of way, I don't think he ever worked with him in the first place. But I just don't see people wanting to work with you after you done slandered their name. This man, you laughing at him with your girl on the phone, Pluto or whoever, you know, Future. You know, people don't want to go back down there. They know they can't trust you.
Can't trust you. You know, so it's a sad situation that he got himself put in. And I reiterate again, I don't like dealing with the problem, deal with the solution. So youngster, whatever you do, don't be mad at the people that's around you that heard what you said. Be mad at the people that put it out. You're trying to say somebody else, somebody hating on me. No, Fannie Willis and the DAs put this out on you. They're the only ones have access to those tapes.
So they okayed them to be out, and you got to deal with that madness.
So keep your mouth shut. If you're not gonna attack the source, you know, Fannie, make you a rap record about rats in administration. Talk about the prosecution. Talk about how they did you. Put it, no matter what happens to you, say you this man and you ain't never done this before. Do something you ain't never done before. Tell the truth.
Wow, guys. Hey, guys, y'all hear? Y'all see what happened, man? My boy Young Thug done spoke out, saying that he can't believe he said this stuff. I can't believe it came from me. I don't believe I said it. Whoa. Come on, guys. What do y'all think? Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think that Young Thug is being honest about what he said and the way he's reacting to it? Or do you think he's just doing a cover-up deal where he don't want to be exposed for being that pillow-talking rap guy who basically can't handle being locked up without going out of his way to try to figure out a way to manipulate the situation with the people that so-called love him and around him by talking about others? Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. And if you're still watching, look at the other video we talked. This Young Thug marathon going on right now. We was talking about Young Thug a little bit earlier. Young Thug steadily going out like this, man. From one person to the next. Young Thug steadily talking and talking and talking and talking. And it's crazy to me, guys. I don't know what to tell you. If you're still listening to him, you know, he had a hell of a song, Stoner and all that other stuff, but I don't know. How do you react to this? Boss Talk 101, man. Reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.